Hitting dingers like that isn't just for fun. For some people, it's their job.
The designated hitter was introduced on January 11th, 1973, as a way to improve the AL's scoring and attendance.
The NL resisted this change, and now the leagues are playing under a different set of rules.
Take Big Papi, for example. He's paid to go out there and hit baseballs without having the hitters out there and hitting themselves. He is the most iconic figure for the DH because he can hit the ball farther than anyone. But in the NL, they don't have this. Initially, the designated hitter was supposed to be a 3-year stint in the league, but it turned into a permanent change that now affects baseball forever.
Currently, National League pitchers hit for themselves, last in the lineup. They are truly bad hitters and are not getting any better, as their OPS has dropped a tenth of the point in the last 60 years. The National League needs a DH because the American League outscored them by 800 runs in 2013. This led to 347 home runs, which is about 23 more per team.
But why is this a big deal to us?
We feel this is important as home runs are the most exciting play in baseball. They're the only way to instantly put runs on the board.
And by giving both teams a mandatory designated hitter, it will even out the leagues, and as a baseball fan, it will make it more intriguing to watch.
Pitchers are getting hurt on the base pass, which would completely be eradicated if the DH was implemented into the National League. When good starting pitchers get injured, it is very difficult for teams to effectively replace them.
There's no benefit for pitchers hitting either, as they are so much worse than normal position players. In 2014, the worst position player, Melvin Upton Jr., was almost twice as productive as the average pitcher.
Considering the average four-seam fastball velocity in the league was 93.1 miles per hour this year, National League pitchers just look foolish. A 93-mile-an-hour fastball reaches home plate in 0.4 of a second.
This is about the same time it takes you to blink your eye.
It is even more difficult than it sounds. You do not have 0.4 of a second to decide whether or not to swing. It takes the eye 12 feet to pick up a ball moving at that velocity.
Also, if the batter's going to hit the ball, then they have to start to swing when the ball is about 30 feet away, and that's if they want the slightest chance to hit it.
This leaves 18 feet for a batter to decide where the ball is going to end up, whether or not they're going to swing, and to start their swing.
This is hard enough for a position player to accomplish, and hitting in the major league is nothing but easy. And that's all they are paid to do. It is unreasonable to ask people who are only pitching to try and accomplish this task. One could say that if you're on the field during the game, then you hit. But if you sit in the dugout all day, you don't have the right to hit.
Yet, if it is a problem to sit in the dugout all day, then if you even out the teams and add the DH to the NL, it won't be a problem anymore. But evening out the leagues will make baseball purists happy, even if it's not back to the basics.
This isn't the rule change that has affected the sport recently. The slide rule, time pitching, this is all overcomplicated baseball and other sports too. And by evening out the teams, you will stop this argument and make baseball fun again.
That's all, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video.